Welcome to the desolate, deserted. This area is desert. Got my stuff here. There's a casino over there, and there's a racetrack. You'll probably hear them shoot off their engines in a second here. And we have these. There's a few little bushes here, but for whatever reason, out of this expansive area, these few bushes have enough water to grow, to flourish. But this is this is essentially the natural fucking landscape of Phoenix, Arizona. The river, the Salt River, I'm pretty sure it dried up a long time ago, and it still has water because it's receiving water that's diverted from other rivers. But it doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to see how inhospitable this is for a population. Phoenix is huge. I think it's under the top 10 of America's biggest cities. Like 5 million plus. It's a huge city. And it's just, people, like, when the water runs out and the food runs out and the electricity stops fucking working, it's gonna be hell. Absolute hell. And it's like people don't realize that, oh, there's a hummingbird there. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you're gonna be alright. People don't really realize, the majority of them, I feel, that they entrust. They have this notion that, like, oh, they're never gonna, they would never fucking, take it that far. Like, there's got to be contingency plans they've got, and it's like, yeah, you're right, they do, but they're not the ones that are really in your healthy favor or even happy favor. But again, we are allowing this to happen. We are perpetuating this society. We are continuing to pay them taxes. We are continuing to work these jobs. We are continuing to watch these fucking entertainment programs and listen to this music and eat this shit food or super expensive food, whatever have you, and live in areas, like, you have to realize, like, the earth is suffering greatly because all the resources it takes to sustain this fucking huge desert jungle comes from elsewhere. So we're having to, and then just that, even the whole shipment and distribution of resources from one state or states to another is in itself its own expense. So it's just incredibly expensive and toiling on the soil of the earth, and just not just the soil, but the water, everything. When you look around, this looks like a place to die. And this looks like a good place to die. There's not much of a variety of life. Very few things can really survive here naturally on their own. And when you look at them, they're usually extremely, like the cacti. It's a very resilient plant with thorns all over it. It's an intense place to live. And the vibe of Phoenix, there's always been an extremely violent vibe. It's part of the reason why I do not venture outside of Ahwatukee, because it just gets fucking crazy out there, man. So yeah, I decided to, I was feeling frustrated with certain things, and so I walked my happy ass on over to Pecos Park, and then I saw that, use of tobacco products is prohibited. So I was like, well, shit, man. I really just want to find a quiet spot to fucking meditate and chill and maybe do some laundry and maybe smoke a few cigarettes. Not maybe, smoke a few cigarettes. But, these regulations and rules don't allow that. So I kept walking. I was like, I'm just going to walk back to town. And I just saw this beautifully vacant, to me it's beautiful, this vacant area, and I feel so comfortable here. I feel at peace here. I find a peace here that I'm not able to find in the cities. I feel at home here. And home is where the heart is, but it's, you are always absorbing everything with your environment, exchanging everything with your environment. So if your heart vibrations aren't vibing with the environment that you're around, it's going to tell you that the outside physical environment is not really what's going to resonate best with your heart. Now, you can still make a home wherever the fuck you are, because if you know your heart and you're good with your heart, but at the same time, your heart is going to tell you things. And there's a reason why my heart doesn't feel good living, especially here in Phoenix, but it's always not felt good in these cities. Always. I've always looked around at all this and been like, this can't last for long. This doesn't feel right. This is crazy. You know, it's strange. It's alien. It's wasteful. It's evil. It's mean. It's cruel. It's not, it's not in harmony, good harmony with nature. It's not helping out the animals. There's something malevolent here. There's something nefarious. There's something behind the scenes here that's not being seen, that we're not being told about. That's really not good. I've always felt this. And now we're at a time and place in human history where, certain powers are moving with ever increasing frequency, in my opinion, to, fulfill their plan. And it's up to us. Nobody can save us. We have to do this work. We have to change things here. We have to create a whole new culture. All right? And there's a lot of different spells. There's a lot of different walls and barriers that many of us have that we need to work on to get over, and myself included. I have a lot of things I'm still working on. But the more we speak up about it, and the more we get over whatever type of statuses we have in this world, and just start speaking to each other as fellow human beings, fellow creatures of the Most Highs, or source, or creation, or randomness, whatever it is to you. The more we strip away that which attaches us to this fucking spiritual wickedness, the more we come together as a true family. The more we're able to move away from things like that in front of me. That's just fucking a bunch of nonsense. It's killing creativity. It's killing the ability for us to love. And these are all planned things, okay? Now, I feel like I'm a walking testament to this whole situation, and how you don't need what they tell you, because I have not gotten any help from them, and I've been sleeping on the streets. I only wear the protective gear when I absolutely have to, and I feel stronger than ever physically. So if this thing was really real and as bad as it is, then why am I not dead? But again, I have also consumed a lot of hemp for like 2 years. And I've shared with you all many, many times information on how good hemp is for the immune system. And it's not just the hemp, it's also your righteous deeds. And it's also you taking care of yourself and staying physically fit and not lying, not fucking doing sinful things. And if you do, fucking admit to it and do what you can to make right by it. So, this is all the word. And even the hemp is in the word. And the green, in Genesis 9:3, as a green herb have I given you all things. And it's sick too, because in Phoenix I see all these places advertising CBD, and it's like CBD you can actually feel. And it's like, the whole thing about hemp is it doesn't get you high. And it's like, they're just, again, this is what I knew was going to happen. They're going to try to fucking take hemp and just make a profit off it as much as they can, which means they're going to take, it's just cutting corners, man. Like that money grubbing thing, especially when times get desperate, people will do desperate things to get that fucking cash. So they're gonna take away the potency of the hemp. They're gonna put other things in there that can help fucking add a little bit of this while maximizing their profit. And then they're gonna fucking advertise it. They're gonna sell it. And their intention isn't to really help heal, because these products, like the way it's designed, it is designed that way for a purpose. You're not going to be able to cure cancer. You're not going to be able to really stay super strong and all these good things if you're continuing adding artificial flavors and all these preservatives and just bullshit and taking it away from its originally designed format. It's not going to work as effectively. And then you're going to have people continue, but they might see, the thing is, they will get a little bit of an effect, and that little bit of an effect that they feel, they'll be, oh, okay, well, there's something there, and then they'll keep buying it. This is why it's like, that's their whole fucking intent, is to keep people buying shit, and it drives me fucking nuts. I spent a little bit of time working in sales, and it was the worst. It was hell. I couldn't stand it, having to try to sell people shit they don't want to buy. The type of sales job I had was at a car wash, and we weren't even selling car washes, we were selling auto glass. So that situation made it even worse, because people were just coming there to get their car washed, and then we're hitting them up for fucking auto glass stuff. Now, the deal wasn't that bad, but I still felt myself intruding on their desires. I still felt myself interrupting their day when they had just come here to fucking do this thing, and I'm sitting here interrupting it and putting on this whole fucking show to get them to buy some shit so I can make money to survive. And then it's like the more you sell, the more you get, and it's like the more sleazy you become too. And a lot of people in the auto glass industry had a lot of serious drug problems. So anyway, I gotta shut this video down, but I'll give you guys, I think that's superstition over there. And I just feel drawn to these mountains. I literally feel like my spirit just wants to flow into them and stay there forever sometimes. So anyway, all right, I love you guys. Take care. Bye.